I have not played the new update of Sprocket in quite a while. In the previous game, I was actually playing with my tracked mine with a 1-meter cannon and a massive engine. And this is what it looks like when it's actually built into the new game. That's a 1-meter cannon with a 1-meter breech, absolutely massive, and that is a huge engine. And this is what it used to be inside of. Yeah, tiny. Anyway, today we're going to be building a light tank in Sprocket. For the first time in a long time. Let's get to it. Okay, so it has been a long time since I've actually played this version of the game, so it is going to take me a little while to get used to all of the buttons again, etc, etc. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to delete all of the base bits of this, and we're then going to start working on the tracks. I think that's probably the best thing to do right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out how we want these tracks to actually look then. I'm thinking we lower down the idler wheel at the front. We then go backwards and we raise these guys, the return rollers, upwards actually quite far. We're also going to raise up the sprocket as well and have that level at the back. That looks pretty cool so far, but also very bad. This doesn't look right here. I'm also going to make these guys a hell of a lot smaller, but we'll have more of them. So those are going to go in there like that. We're going to move this guy slightly forwards and slightly upwards. That looks pretty cool. In fact, actually, let's make it all a little bit smaller. Alright, so length of it, let's go ahead and make that a lot shorter, just like this. I guess we're going to do a very similar thing with these guys, so just like that. And that actually doesn't look too bad at all. That looks pretty nice, actually. I'm going to go ahead and change the tracks to be a little bit shorter as well, or skinnier, I should say. We're also going to make them a little bit thicker as well. Let's go up to 115 millimeters. That's pretty big. And that still looks pretty weird. I don't know whether it's the tension of the belt that looks weird or not. I can't work it out. Let's go ahead and just make it like max tension. There we go. Those are maybe a little bit less than max tension. 80%. That works. We're then going to change these guys to look like this instead, and honestly, overall, that totally works out fine. I would actually really like to send all of these guys into the center a little bit as well, but I can't remember how we move it over, so I'm going to have to try and figure out how that works. So I've managed to move them inwards just a little bit, and I've actually managed to move these guys backwards a little bit as well. I don't know whether this should be like slightly further down than I currently have it. That looks pretty nice to me. Yes. Alright, let's start working on the actual body of the tank, and we'll go from there. I think if I just move this guy backwards, just like this, that will actually look fine. The next thing I wouldn't mind doing is actually just grabbing this guy and sending it backwards, sort of with the way the tracks go. So, like that actually seems fine. I'm going to have this piece at the front be a little bit less angled, which isn't the best in terms of tanks, but that's fine. Gonna drop this down a tiny bit as well, and then we're clearly gonna need to move this into the interior of the tank. So let's bring the steering wheel all the way backwards to here. Okay, so far, so good. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Yeah, that's gonna work out. I'm then gonna go ahead and see if we can add some armor to this. So each of these guys' thickness is only gonna be about 75 millimeters. That is actually quite thick though. Like, that is actually quite thick. We're then going to go to the sides, and the sides are only going to be about 40 mil thick. So let's go ahead and do that, or 45, that works. And then we need to build the rest of the tank together. We also need to actually move the back of the tank forwards a little bit. There we go. Ah, sick. As for the engine, I'm thinking we mount this somewhere in the front, slightly off to the side, somewhere over here. So let's go ahead and try and sort that out. I'm going to go with a 14-cylinder, 1 liter per cylinder engine, and this should fit quite nicely, actually, over here, I think. Yeah, if we leave that over there, that actually seems like a pretty sick place to put it. Let's go ahead and move it downwards slightly, sideways slightly. That's pretty good. If I can make it even bigger, then I totally will. 18 cylinders. Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. So yeah, I guess the driver is going to sit right next to the engine. That's fine. I am going to need to move the transmission, obviously, into the tank itself. That makes sense. I would like there to be a split in the drive shaft. And we're actually going to go and just send it in a straight line backwards, and then into the transmission right here. and then obviously from the transmission into the sprockets at the side, which is totally how it sort of is already, which is quite good. I wouldn't mind actually bringing this sideways even further. So if I split it again, and we move it to this end, we then grab both of these? I don't know, move that to there, move this over as well. There we go, I think that'll work out. Yeah, I'm then going to send this guy backwards to here. That's beautiful. It's now time to extend the actual vehicle upwards. So we're going to go ahead and send this upwards kind of like this. And that looks pretty good. We're now going to try and put these guys into a situation where we like the way that it looks. Don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, but we will see. That looks alright, actually. Sure. Looks a little bit half-track-like, but I think that's fine. So yeah, I'm thinking driver's hatch is going to go here somewhere so that we can sort of see through, I guess. Slightly more to the sides, that works. And then I might actually shove a driver in here just for testing and see if we can even move this thing around. So yeah, we need to move his feet forwards, I guess. Yeah, there's one. Pointy toes. Let's not do pointy toes. Let's go ahead and send this one forwards as well. Again, no pointy toes. We're then going to move the entire guy forwards. How do I do that? Like this? Hey, cool. And we're going to have him essentially sit right there like that. Let's go ahead and make him the driver and add some fuel, and we'll see if we can just move around. We're going to have 2 fuel tanks, one on this side, one on this side, and we should be able to move. Ooh, so far so good actually. Sick. The next thing I'm going to do is try and cut this into a half, I guess. Yeah, sure. We're then going to go to points. I'm going to go to this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And I'm going to fill it in. So we actually have a roof on that bit of the tank now. We're then going to go backwards. I'm going to grab these guys. And I am going to extend it upwards. Not very far, just a little bit. And then I'm going to try and make a nice shape out of that. Actually, I've decided against that. I'm going to move this guy forwards, right, to somewhere over here. That's all good. I need a hatch to be able to fit on here, which is fine. I then want to go to edges again. I'm going to split this piece. There we go. We're going to go to this guy, and I'm going to move it backwards to there. We're going to fill this in from here to here to here. Fill. And that's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and try and sort these guys out next. There we go. Oh, this one actually does have to come backwards a little bit. That's fine. And then I'm going to move this guy downwards a little bit too. Okay. And this piece, I guess? Sure. We're then going to go to the center piece of this, and then I'm going to extend that bit upwards just a tiny bit like this. I'm then going to try and shove all of these into the nicest locations possible, and then we'll add a turret onto the top of that. Ooh, what do you guys think of this, actually? I've added some little, like, sponsons out over the edges. I mean, they're not really sponsons, but, you know, out over the tracks. Can we still drive with those there? Do they interact? That actually seems like a good location for those. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and fill in the center, add a turret ring, and see if we can actually get a turret into that area. There we go. If I go ahead and push that again, does it actually make it a circle? It totally does. Can I then make that bigger somehow? Can I do this out to there, and then can I do this out to here? I totally can. Although that's just bringing it back to the same shape it was. There's no point. That's sick. Yeah. Alright, before we do anything else, I'm actually going to have to add more armor to most of this. Obviously, this piece right here is 75 mil. This one down here is 75 mil as well. We're going to change that. This is only going to be 60 up here on this piece. Down here, it's going to be 50. There we go. And then up here, it's going to get up to 70. So 70 right there. These pieces right here are actually going to be 75. There we go. This guy on the side is going to be 55. Same on this side. I'm assuming it is already done. It is. We're then going to do the back edge, which is only going to be like 20. Yeah. Okay. The main reason I'm doing that is because obviously once we go to fit things in, we're going to have to make sure that it is already armored up so that we can fit things in properly. I don't know if that makes sense, but sure. I don't think there is anything that will shoot us from above. However, if there is, I'm going to go ahead and add some armor to this so that we don't die to it straight away. I'm almost certain there isn't anything implemented into the game just yet that can do that, but that's not the point. The point is that it's a tank, and it might get shot from above, Anyway, so let's go ahead and armor this up to, I don't know. Let's go with like 35. Seems a little bit strange, 35, but yeah. 35 right here as well, and here. Wait, is this on the outside? I think it is. Oh, it's all like really random, isn't it? I'm then going to do this piece and this piece the same, 35. There we go, and that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. There we go. I think that's right, because the armor should be on the inside, not the outside. Am I right on that? I think so. I actually don't know. This is already armored up. This is armored up. That's armored up. Are these pieces. These guys right here are not. So the next thing is to add about 40... No, actually, let's go with 55 to those as well. Okay, we've got armor everywhere. So, before we add the turret, I'm going to go ahead and run around this thing, add a little bit of detail all the way around it, and then we'll come back, we'll add the turret, we'll add the people to the turret, and we'll go from there. It's time to add a turret. This right here is the default turret in the game, and actually, I don't mind it. However, I wanted to build something very different to this. So, let's go ahead and turn it into a bit of a circle. We're then going to have an offcut of the circle on one side, probably this side, to be honest, and that is where the gun is going to go. Although, actually, I'm not sure about that just yet. Alright, so actually, let's go ahead and bring this out to there. We're going to send this guy and this guy inwards to here-ish, I guess. I'm going to send this one, actually just this one upwards. There we go. And outwards a tiny bit. I'm going to send this guy forwards a little bit as well, and this guy backwards a little bit. Essentially, I'm turning this into a big old box. Yeah, one huge box. Very nice. We're then going to go ahead and actually send all of this backwards. Like that, I guess? Yeah, to there. And then I'm going to sort it out from there. I'm going to have to send these guys back out sideways again. I don't know, I feel like this is all wrong. But sure. We're then going to go ahead and grab these guys. I'm going to send it forwards. And then I'm going to split this a few times and try and make it into a more rounded turret. There we go, I've rounded it off a little bit. This is not how I wanted this turret to look, but it is how it looks, so I guess we're going to leave it as is. We're then going to obviously need to put a gun into this, and it's been a while since I've actually played with this update, so I don't know how you add guns anymore. I can't remember. I don't think it's like that. I think it's done via a mantlet, so you actually like shove a mantlet onto here. What is this, actually? Blank. Oh, so you don't actually have to have a mantlet. Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and shove, I don't know, not one of those. I think I'm gonna go with the T-34 mantlet. Let's go with that. Yeah. You then go to cannons, you grab the breech, and you shove it onto the mantlet like this, I guess. You then grab that and you shove it through into the interior. And to be honest, that looks okay to me. The thing is though, this is a 120mm caliber gun. 120mm gun is what I should say. So we're going to lower that down by a hell of a lot. We're going to go down to 57mm. Propellant length can stay as is, and that's fine. Yes. So we should be able to aim this gun quite nicely. Oh wow, these rounds actually look quite big compared to this tank, I'm not gonna lie. They look huge. Yikes. Anyway, we should be able to fit some of these into the interior of the tank. We're gonna go and shove them there for now. I am gonna make them smaller, so we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna try and like position them sort of off to the side into this little bit right here. Move it backwards slightly. I think that's fine. Yeah, so we got 3 on this side. Oh no, 4. And 4 on the other side as well. 8 shots altogether. Sure. Alright, so I'm also going to grab some more of those. I'm going to try and shove them into sort of the back of the turret, if I can. I'm going to have to just shove them in there like that. I'm going to bring it down to 2, and we'll just raise it up as high as we sort of can. There we go. I think that will work out for us. Move it upwards slightly. That's cool. So now, we actually need some people in here. Although, actually, I need to move this. Compartments, I need to move this guy out of the way. On both sides, apparently. So, just do this. Send it. There we go. Wait. This one's, like, way out here as well. What the? What the? It's all weird. What has even gone on here? What? That one and that one seem to be in, like, really weird places. Hang on, if I just shove this in here like this, and then I grab that one and do this, then it's sort of okay, but there's still bits that are weird. Like, why is that in here? Oh, this is wobbly as. It's so wonky. What? How weird. Anyway, we're gonna need 2 crew members in this turret. No idea how I'm gonna fit them in, but we're gonna try our best. So, if I can, how do I lift them? How do I lift this person into the right place? Ah, like this. Whoa! Whoa. Okay, so... Okay. Kind of weird so far. What? Why are their legs like that? Hang on. I need that leg to go over there, this leg to go over here as well. This hand needs to come up here. We're just gonna have it there, like... I don't know, like that, I guess? Yeah, for now. Sure. The other hand on the other side, which is currently down here, is just gonna be here as well. There we go. Drag it this way. That's awesome. Okay, so we fit one guy in here. No! What the... Alright, he's back. He's back. We now need to sort this guy out. So, he's going to stand up as well. Kind of like this. We're going to drag his legs backwards. His feet, sorry. His body's going to come backwards too. Alright, his legs can't be like that. Oh, this is weird. This is weird. Where's his hand? Is this his hand? It is. We're going to shove his hand actually just up here, sort of, for now. Drag it this way. Elbow that way? No? How does this work? Yeah, elbow that way. There we go. Good. And then on this one, we're just going to bring this up to here as well, sort of. But over this side. Okay, sick. That works. I mean, sort of. It's a bit weird, to be fair, but it is what it is. He's sort of interacting with the bottom. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to have him operate the... Ooh. The cannon... He's going to be the loader. This guy on this side is going to be the loader. This guy on this side is going to control the turret traverse, the laying drive, and also the firing button. He controls all three. So he should be able to shoot now, I think. Or not. Oh, I thought the ammunition would be a hell of a lot smaller than this. Yeah, it is. There we go. So that is what the ammunition actually looks like. Yeah, now we can actually shoot the cannon off. Look at that. Pew! Alright, let's get ourselves a gunner's sight. Although there is actually one on the mantlet, isn't there? Let's go ahead and decorate the turret. And then I think we'll go ahead and try and fight something. Okay, there we go. It's not like too much detail on the turret. Obviously, it's actually kind of bare, but that's fine. We're then going to go ahead and add a little bit of a livery to this thing. So let's go with paint. That actually looks pretty sick, but we are in the desert, so I don't think that makes much sense. Desert camo, that looks awesome. That actually looks really, really cool. We have hex codes, we have RGB now, and HSV. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Right, okay, so let's just go ahead and put that back to 0, 0, and was that 100? Yeah, we're gonna go with this. That looks awesome, actually. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this thing so far. Anyway, let's go ahead and drive in and see if we can shoot something. Although, actually, I can't use a gunner's sight. 1 second. Go to crew. Yep, there we go. Sight none. Oh, maybe there is no sight. Okay. I thought there was one in the mantlet. I'm pretty sure there is. Alright, we're gonna go and shove that to there. We're then gonna go back to the inside. Go to this. Sight. There we go. Alright, we should be good now. Yeah! It goes fast enough as is. Obviously, we have actually quite a large engine inside of this thing. We don't really have that much armor, though, which is possibly not great. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Anyway, we got some light tanks down there. We got some relatively heavy tanks down there. Let's see if we can kill, I don't know, one of the small ones, I guess? This guy back here. Oh, we've set his engine on fire. Okay, he's not dead yet. Let's go ahead and keep firing at the same one, make sure he dies. I don't know if they... Do tanks actually die in this? I've not fought anything yet. Take that. I don't think I can get through his armor. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I think that guy is out for the count. Let's go ahead and get the next guy. That wasn't a good shot. Pew! Oh, I think we got him too. Very nice. This guy? Oh, we got him too. This is working out lovely. I haven't actually been shot yet, but a few of my tanks have died. Oh, we got that guy. Very nice. Oh, I just got shot. I think my... Oh, someone in my turret died. Oh, everybody's dead. Yikes. Wow. Well, you know what? It's pretty cool for a light tank. I actually really enjoyed building this thing. Let me know in the comments down below whether you guys want to see me build any more in Sprocket. Whether we should do it in this version or, you know, the previous version of the game. I don't mind. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. For now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.